Hello there and welcome to another one of these Lexical Lab 1-minute English videos. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our website www.lexicallab.com to find out more about the online courses we offer. Back in the 1990s, I lived in Indonesia during what were the tail end years of the dictatorship there. President Suharto, the dictator, ruled the country with an iron fist from 1966 until 1998, when he was overthrown during the revolution. One of the weird things that used to happen during his reign of power was every 4 years they'd go through the charade of holding elections, I guess to try to create the veneer of democracy. And it was always a very peculiar process because the president would go on TV and announce, for example, that he expected to get 95% of the vote for his party. After the results were in, he would then appear again on TV, announcing that in fact his party had won 98% of the vote and that the people must love him even more than he already realised. Perhaps, unsurprisingly, no one I knew ever voted in these sham elections because they realised that the results were a foregone conclusion. If you say something is a foregone conclusion, you mean that the result is obvious to everyone before it's even happened. So if you're living in a dictatorship where the elections are always rigged, the election results are a foregone conclusion. Sometimes, depending again where you live, the results of a court case, of a trial, might be a foregone conclusion. If it's someone incredibly wealthy on trial, it's a foregone conclusion that they'll get off. If it's an opposition leader or a dissident journalist or someone like this, it's a foregone conclusion because inevitably they're going to go down. They're going to be sent to prison. It might also sometimes be used when you're talking about jobs. Maybe, the boss's favourite worker is applying for promotion and nobody else bothers to apply because you think they're bound to get the job. It's a foregone conclusion. You may have seen that our former Prime Minister here, Boris Johnson, resigned this week. Basically, he jumped before he was going to be pushed because he knew that he was going to be found guilty of lying to Parliament. He knew that this would trigger an election in his constituency, the place where he's a member of Parliament. And almost certainly he knew that it was a foregone conclusion he would then lose. It's also a phrase I sometimes use with my son when talking about football. Maybe he's got a game against a much better team, a team who's beaten his team before. And before the game he might be a little despondent, a bit down. And I'll try to tell him, listen, the result's not a foregone conclusion. Football's a funny game. Anything can happen. Don't give up before you've even tried. If you've enjoyed this video, please do click the like button, share it with your friends, your students, your colleagues, and in the comment section below, we'd love to see examples of how you might use a foregone conclusion.